Farewell Chase. Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to Total Drama Island 2023 Season 2 Episode 3. Long title. But yeah, we are here with another episode. Last time we got rid of Chase because he just didn't do anything. He literally just refused to actually do anything. Well, it's not that he refused. It's that he was trying to film it because, streamer mindset, and it ended up he ended up just kept on redoing the intro and stuff over and over, and just never actually got around to actually sliding. And so when his team lost, he was the one kicked out. Now, there was the question last time about whether or not Millie was in the wrong for what she did, and yeah, she was definitely in the wrong. She did definitely help her team win, and that should be taken into account, but what she did was still, messed up, let's be honest. It's definitely like one of those cases where you did the wrong thing for the right reason, but you still did the wrong thing. And I do feel like it would be like a little mean to out her from the team just for that. So I'm hoping that this episode she isn't just eliminated because of that. If her team ends up going up for elimination. And that if there is someone who does something worse and actually deserves the elimination more, that they are put up first. But they definitely need to have a talk with her. They definitely need to explain to her that why she did, or that what she did was wrong and why. And make her, explicitly understand that she cannot do shit like that again. And that she does have to earn back their trust. But I feel like, especially with the fact that because of her they did win, I feel like it should be brought to attention that I don't think she deserves to go home yet. Not for just that. Not when there's others on both teams who are, far more detrimental to everything. So, yeah. I'm excited to get to this, though. I don't want to waste any more time, so we're just going to do so. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, you see the problem here is that no one else on Ratface deserved to go home at this point. It's just, it just comes down to a matter of even Ripper didn't really do anything wrong this episode. I mean, the fart thing was gross, but that wasn't even his idea. That was Axel's idea. Really, no one did anything deserving of going home. And I would say Millie didn't even this episode either. In fact, Millie actually made up with Damien, and it was fine. The only issue comes down to the fact that she had done that last time. But the fact that Damien forgave her, it just feels weird that they would vote her off for that at this point. I mean, there's the argument you could make about that they couldn't understand him because his tongue was stuck to the sap, but it's that's a weak argument if I'm being completely honest. But let's look at all the team there. So we had Z and Nichelle, who both did amazing. Both of them were the MVPs of the team for this episode, and honestly, it's not that big of a surprise. Nichelle is owning it this season. She is a dark horse to win. and I truly believe she might. Z, kind of just going off his own beat, and though there was an attempt to sabotage him, he went through it fine. He had no real issues, and he didn't do anything that hurt anyone else's chances. We had Caleb, who definitely wasn't going anywhere. Like, even though he didn't make it in the end, he did carry everyone to the finish and almost got them in. He was honestly a big MVP of this of this challenge too. Axel and Emma were kind of neutral, like, well, and Ripper. They were all kind of neutral. They didn't really do anything that good, but they didn't do anything that bad for the challenge either. And Priya was fine. Like, Priya had no issues one way or the other either. So it's like, who do you get rid of in this case? Besides Millie. It's like when the writers and everyone made up this episode, they made it so that there was really no choice. And in some ways you could say it feels stacked against Millie because of that. But it's also more that this was just, you know, a weak episode. I mean, it's weird to say because I did still enjoy it, but comparative to other episodes, not much interesting stuff happened in it. Like, there's stuff that's setting up for later, like Raj and Wayne being upset about cheating. Like, that's gonna come into play in the next episode and whatnot. But that didn't really affect anything this episode. Like, you have the setup with our two bad girls kind of, you know, becoming a major alliance right from the bat. And that's again great setups, but it's not that interesting until it really starts to show its fangs, you know? Nothing about this episode was really that exciting. The challenge was honestly boring comparatively. Like, compared to like the Squid Games and Slide Skip Ball challenges, it's like, oh, you're walking through across the island while covered in sap and avoiding some very mild issues along the way. Like, like for Chris, honestly, this was extremely mild comparative to other challenges. It just wasn't that interesting. It wasn't that dangerous comparatively. It was just kind of there. It existed. That's about the best you could say for it. It wasn't bad by any means. Like I said, I still enjoyed the episode. It still had some good banter and some wacky situations. But overall, it's just like, it wasn't that memorable compared to other episodes. It's a little disappointing, if I'm being honest. I don't even really have much of anything else to say about it. Like, that's the real shame. That I really feel like we have to cut these afterthoughts short because I have nothing else to say. Because it was such a simplistic, bland episode comparative to others. So, yeah, I guess tell me in the comments below what you thought. And hopefully the next episode gets a little crazy again. For now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.